Good evening and welcome to our yoga class. I'm Dr. Maureen Craig, clinical nurse specialist and yoga teacher, presenting this class this evening. So this class is, we have a little bit of an Ohm and then some work on neck and shoulders. So Ohm is a sound, the universal sound of connectedness. And you know that we oftentimes have a pranayama practice where we use a deep breath in and then kind of a controlled exhale to help settle us in the nervous system. And the Ohm can be used in a similar way and adds the addition of the vibration and sound. You'll notice the vibration as you're saying the Ohm in the sinuses and in the jaw, throat, and even into the chest. Now, some people have a hard time saying Ohm, so you might find it more comfortable to hum. Either way is good. I like to kind of envision myself as either an opera singer, so I'm holding great posture, or perhaps a nun or a monk in a monastery singing Gregorian chants. Whatever inspires you, I encourage you to let the deep tones of the music help you release your own voice. Find one of the notes in the chord that you can do the sound with. All right, let's go ahead and begin our practice. And I should add that you may enjoy turning up the volume in this segment of the practice because the louder volume might make it so that your own voice dissolves into the sound better. Okay, let's begin. So take a nice full breath in and a slow exhale with the word Om or humming. When you get to the bottom of your exhale, take another full breath in and repeat. Body soften so you can feel the vibration. Nice full breaths. Releasing with the word Om. Two more breaths now, finishing the one you're on and taking one more. Well, how was that for you? Take a moment to bring your attention over your heart. And just settle your attention there. And you might ask yourself, how can I live more fully? Express myself more freely. We found our voice in this practice here. Can we use that to express ourselves more freely? Lengthen up through the neck and gently drop the chin towards the chest as you roll out the back of the neck. Draw the shoulders forward up towards the ears and roll the shoulders a bit. We're going to take a little bit of work with the neck. So taking your one hand, reach it up and over and bring it just above the ears as you drop the shoulder back. Press the hand into the the fingertips into the side of the head and gently drop that shoulder, lengthening all the vertebrae on that side. And breathe with it. Slowly releasing, and switch to the other side. Press the hand into the head into the hand, drop the shoulder, opening the vertebrae on this side. Breathe. And then bringing yourself now to the forehead. Take the fist and press into the forehead and press the head into the hand. Drop the shoulders down the back and gently softening and releasing. Take the fist and press it gently into the side of the face here, into the jaw, and turn the head towards the fist and feel the lengthening in the spine. Shoulders down and release, coming to the other side. And release. Big breath in as your fingertips come to the back of the head. Widen out the elbows. Press the head into the hands into the head. And breathe. Release the hands into your claws, and we're going to take a lion's pose. Big breath in, then stick the tongue out and roll the eyes up with a ha. Once again. And release. That pose is not for sissies. Bring your shoulders up, roll them back. We're going to take a big hug. Reach your arms out wide. So wrap the arms in front of you so that the elbows stack. Your hands are around your shoulders. And then gently lift the elbows and drop the forehead towards the elbows. Breathe as you get that stretch along the shoulders. Inhale, open, and switch which arms on top. Nice big hug, elbows stacked. Lift the elbows a bit and breathe. And release. Alternative to this is your eagle arms. So wrapping the eagle arms and feeling that stretch along the back body and then taking it on the other side. And just lifting those elbows a little to get that stretch. Now let's go ahead and bring our hands to the side and scoop the air out. Keep your thumbs back. Feel those shoulder blades, how they connect to the back. As we do this shoulder and neck practice, I really want you to feel all those muscles that the shoulder blades are using of the back to help keep them stabilized. Scoop up and exhale, hands to heart. Make your breath big here. Inhale and exhale. Couple more, big breaths, and exhale. Once again, and exhale. Drop the hands out in front of you and just bring the pinkies back and forward. Back, draw the shoulder blades together and forward. Back, squeeze those shoulder blades and forward. Flip the hands over, palms up, thumbs back. There we go. Open and closing. Use the breath here. Inhaling as you open, exhaling as you bring them together. Now reach your arms out into a T and exhale as you slowly touch the fingers in front of you. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, touch. Nice and slow. Make the breath big, the breath gentle. Can you do a couple more here? Sometimes the arms get a little tired when we're reaching them out. Make some circles with the arms now. Rolling the hands back. And then switch directions. Beautiful. Bring the hands together, interlace the hands, and then press the palms away. And if it's available to you, bring your hands up to the sky. If not, it's fine to just be out in front of you. Wherever you are, we're going to take a little bit of a side bend. So pushing that opposing hip down and coming through center and the other side. Let's do one more time each side. Good. Side stretch here. Through the center. It activates our core a little bit. Good. Bring your hands out in front of you, stopping traffic. Spread your fingers. Slowly bring the palms down. Wiggle the fingers. And then do some wrist circles. Ensure we got some good action in our wrists. And then just take a little bit of a forearm stretch, drawing the fingers back as you press through the wrist. Interlacing the hands again, and this time we're doing kind of a figure eight or infinity sign with the hands, rolling the wrists, getting them nice and comfortable. Bring your hands to your knees and bring the left hand to the right knee and the back hand behind. Lengthen up through the spine and gently come through a twist. Turn the gaze over the shoulder and tip the neck back just a bit. Inhale as you come through center. We'll take this on the other side. A nice gentle twist. Look over the opposite shoulder and tip the head away just a bit. Beautiful. Okay, and then we'll take a little cat-cow here. So place your hands on your knees and just find that movement in the spine, pushing the spine back. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, push the spine back. Inhale, lift. And back. Couple more times here, really undulating the spine. And then we're going to move into our squat to stand. So come forward on your chair so that your legs are only about a third on the chair. And we're going to move into a standing posture. Put a little weight into the heels of the feet, and then you can bring your hands forward to give you a little bit of a counterbalance. So weight into the heels and squeeze the glutes coming up to standing, and then slowly coming back down, tap the bottom and squeeze it up again. Inhale at the top, big heart. Exhale, bringing it down. Inhale, bring it up. Feel that weight in the heels, pushing the heels apart, and rise. We're going to do 3 more. Bring it down, tap, and lift. Bring it down, tap, and lift. 1 more, tap, and lift. Very good. We'll be standing now, and we'll continue our practice here by paying attention to the bottoms of our feet. So bring yourself maybe first onto your heels. Lift the toes. Feel that stretch in the calves. Then roll through the toes, coming up onto the big toe. And if your feet don't feel comfortable having both of them, you can do one at a time. Sometimes weight bearing in the toes can be a bit much if you have arthritis in the feet. So just check in with your feet and do what's working for you, but do get a little mobility in the feet. Back and forth, rocking up on those toes. We always want to strike in the heel and then go right through the big toe. That's the best way for the foot. The outer part of the foot is there for balance, but the weight of each stride should go from heel to the big toe. All right, then place your hands on the back of the chair and let's take a wall dog or a chair dog. So just step back to the point where you are able to rest your ears between your biceps, and this depends on your shoulder mobility as well. So if that doesn't work for you, feel free to come up a little bit. Make sure that you're listening to your body and what's comfortable for you. And then once your tail is out behind you, just wag the tail a little bit there, lengthening out the spine and getting those muscles a bit of a stretch. And and walking forward. And we're going to come into our balance table. So using the chair side or the seat side of the chair, we're going to place one hand here. And we'll place actually both hands to begin with, but we'll do our awkward airplane. So just placing both hands first on the seat, flatten up the back, lengthen out the spine. And when you're ready, push the right heel out behind you. And then there's the option of having the left thumb up in front of you, but you can keep your hands on the chair as well. Feel that lengthening from the tip of the finger through the heel. And then if it's comfortable for you, gently sweep it off center. Bring it into length again. Inhale, sweep it away. Exhale long. Inhale away. Exhale long. And release. Bring that foot down to the mat, cleansing breath. These are very powerful practices for the back muscles, helping keep our posture. Push your left heel back now. Add your right thumb to the sky if you wish. Feel that slight slipping away off center. As you inhale, exhale, sweep it long, keep the neck long. Inhale, open. Exhale, lengthen. Inhale, open. Exhale, long. One more time here. Bring the hand down and the feet down. Now bring your elbows, if it's comfortable for you, down onto the chair. So you're in a bit of a down dog posture here. Elbows on the chair, the tailbone up. And then take the right foot up and bend the knee and stack the hips, kind of in that fire hydrant pose. Get that nice and open on that side. Then bring the ball of the foot down to the mat and push that back heel down, lengthening the calf on that right leg. Pushing the heel down, the front knee is bending, the back heel pushed to the mat. Step the right foot back into position next to the left, and we'll take these moves on the other side. Bend the left knee, stack the hips, fire hydrant on this side. Opening up there. Lengthen out the leg and bring that left toes to the mat. Push the left heel down to the mat as the right knee bends. Get a good stretch in that calf. And release. Walk your feet up towards the chair, coming back up to standing, and take a moment for your balance to reestablish. And we will move into a bit of a balance challenge now with our feet. Option to have your hand on the chair. Bring all the weight to one side and bring the knee on the other side up. And you can use your hands to go along with this if that works for you. Knee up and then push the heel back. Bring the knee up. Exhale it back. Bring it up. Push it back. If you start to get a little wobbly, just put your hand on the chair to strengthen you up a bit. Couple more times. And now we're going to take it out into a star. So the heel up and then out to a star. The knee up and out to a star. Up, out to a star. Yes, my other leg is talking, saying, I'm doing a lot of work. This is a big ask. All right, let's switch sides. Shake out that standing leg just a little bit, and we'll come on to the other side. You're doing so well. It's good to challenge ourselves a little. So use that chair for balance at any point in time. Lift up the knee and then push it behind you. Lift up the knee, push it behind. There we go, breathing. Exhale. And exhale. Breathing with it. And balancing. Now take it out to star. Push it out. Bring the knee up. push it out. And you can take this a lot slower than I'm going. That's maybe even more challenging to do so. One more time. And release. Good job. Okay. So now we'll move into a little bit of our flow practice tonight. We're going to start with the chair in a position where we can take a lunge alongside of it. So bring your, for me it's my left foot, just along the back of that chair. We're going to come into a crescent lunge, so that means 2 lanes of traffic. The back heel is lifted, and just use your chair to offload the weight so that you can really play with your position of your legs. Get them just like you're wanting. Then once your legs are in position, you can just bring up the one hand or both. And we'll take 5 breaths here in crescent. Three more. Dropping the back heel, we're coming to warrior one. So you can plant your hand on the chair as you turn the toes to about 2 o'clock. Option for interlaced hands, or you can bring your hands to the side. Whatever is comfortable with your shoulders. Breathing for 5, pressing the heels away from each other. And you can certainly have your hand on the chair. 3 more breaths. 2, 1. Releasing your hands if they were above your head, and bring your left elbow to the knee, or the front elbow to the knee. Turn the back toes out to 3 o'clock. So your front heel and your back arch are in line, 1 lane of traffic, extended side angle. Let a little bit of weight come down onto that knee from your elbow. Turn your heart open to the side and gently lift that top arm up to whatever degree is comfortable for your shoulder. Just making a little bit of movement here and breathing with it. Two more breaths. 1 more. And now as you sweep up, coming to your warrior 2, let those arms float out, the feet pressing away from each other, and breathe. Remember, your chair is always here for you to rest a hand on, to keep you stable, to practice your balance. Keep that knee over the ankle on the front. And release, stepping back to the chair. And we'll take these moves on the other side, and then we're going to end with some fun in a triangle posture. All right, so stepping alongside the back of the chair for crescent lunge, 2 lanes of traffic. Step the back foot back, heel lifted. Let the hips sink just a bit, lift the heart. Engage the muscles in the legs, pressing the feet away from each other. 5 breaths. We always try and balance everything up side to side. 2 more. 1 more. Bring the back heel down, coming to your warrior 1 posture. Toes now out at 10 o'clock. Let the 2 feet push away from each other. Option for temple fingers, or you take cactus, lift the heart, whatever works for you. Breathing. Another breath. Release the hands, and we're going to bring our front elbow to the knee. Take the back toes, turn them out to 9 o'clock, and have the feet in 1 lane of traffic. Use your chair to offload, and then roll that top shoulder back so you're stacking the shoulders a bit. Draw that kneecap up on the back leg. Lengthen up over the top. Comfortable with your shoulders. If your shoulder's only going to here, stop there, okay? Lean it out. Inhale that up. Sweep it back. Finding that gentle range of motion. Keep drawing the shoulder blades towards the spine. Keeping that strong. Now feel the grip in your feet. Press the feet apart from each other and slowly rise for warrior two. Let the shoulders come apart a little away from the ears and breathe for 5. Engage the pelvic floor with exhale. Couple more breaths. And releasing this posture, stepping back to your chair. All right, let's have a little fun with triangle posture. And certainly you can do it behind the chair, but this is a fun way to do it with the seat of the chair. So bring your chair in a position that it's facing you, and then step into the center of the chair right underneath it. Take and step the back foot back as far as is comfortable, about 1 stride. Turn the toes out to the side. So the front toes are going to the short edge of the mat and the back toes towards the long edge of the mat. Take and plant your hand right on the seat of the chair. Roll the heart open and stack your shoulders. Now bring a little attention to that leg that's in front. Draw that hip back. Rotating the hips so that they're stacking. Feel that tug on your ponytail, helping you engage in the back bend of this posture. Your neck should be comfortable. Lengthen it out. Your gaze can be at the ceiling or at the floor or out to the side. Another breath here. And then softening, and we're going to switch, come to the other side. So bring the other foot forward right to the center of the chair. Step out for a full stride, toes out to the side. Plant the hand in the chair, rotate the shoulders so they can stack, and lift that top arm up. Pull that front hip back so you lengthen out through that inner thigh there. Breathing for 3 more. These poses, when held with intention, can be quite intense. Breathing. 1 more breath. Very good. And stepping forward, releasing that posture. Let's come into another version of a flow. We will take a little bit of action with our straddle fold. So step wide and bring your feet apart so that the heels are out a little further than the toes. You can keep your hand on the chair if you'd like. If you're able to, interlace the hands behind the back and lift the heart, stretching across the collarbones. That feels so good. Squeeze your glutes. That helps keep those hips really safe. And then go ahead and place one hand on the hip. So place your right hand on the hip and sweep the other hand up and over for a good side bend here. Breathe into those ribs. Couple breaths here. And then gently coming on over. Plant the hand on the hip on this side. Sweep it on over. Breathe into those ribs. Now we're going to press into the tops of the thighs and we're going to fold. And this might be a point where you like to use the chair to help you fold. As you fold down, what's important is that the one shoulder is able to release the shoulder. So I'm putting some weight on my right elbow while the left one is drawing circles, releasing that shoulder like I'm stirring a big pot. And then switch directions. This can feel really good in the shoulder. And then when you're done, lift up a little We'll take our chair to the other side, put the elbow on the chair, and take those moves. Rotating the shoulder on this side, letting that shoulder get nice and open as that arm is dangling, releasing, switching directions. And walking yourself back up, coming back to standing. Then we'll take our chair here just beside us as we do a little bit of goddess squats, and we'll build our little tree. So bring the feet about 3/4 stride apart. We did a little bit of squat to stand at the beginning. This uses similar muscles, so feel the weight in the heels. Spread the knees, let the hips come down. The heart lifts, and bring your arms into cactus. Then we're going to sweep both hands off to one side, palms up, and off to the other. And across. And across, like we're putting out branches. Roll the palms down now and sweep them side to side. Keeping those hips very steady and just rotating around the ribs. Slowly lifting the arms. Keep those heels pushed into the mat. Flip the palms up again. And push yourself just a little bit up. You're starting to unfold those hips. Palms down again. Knees are beginning to straighten. Feel that gentle twist, keeping the glutes squeezed now. And then increase the fingers all the way up to the top of the sky, and then let them gently come down like snow falling on pine branches. And we'll do that one more time, nice and deep with your squat. This time we're going to come from the center. Just bring your arms out, palms down. Keep the heart lifted. And then switch palms up. Slowly lifting yourself as you're growing your tree. There we go, palm branches out. Palms down. I shouldn't say our pine tree. This is more like a pine tree. And squeezing all the way up. And raise the hands tall. And release. Great job. Okay, let's take just a little bit of a back bend now. Put your hands on your glutes. Draw the elbows together. Squeeze the glutes. Draw the quads up the thigh. Lift the heart. Lengthen the neck. Coming into a bit of a camel pose here. Breathing with that. And releasing. As a counter pose now, feet are going to be straight forward. Bend the knees and rest your hands on your knees, or you can also rest your hands on the chair if that's going to work better for you. Get a little softness in the knees, and now we're going to bring some attention to the low back. We're going to start to slowly do that cat-cow motion, bringing some comfort through the low back. And breathing with that. Couple more. Walk the hands up. And then let's do a little bit of conductor swings here. So feet out a little bit at an angle. And like you're conducting music now, we're going to sweep the hands behind you as you bow. Inhale up and sweep out, heart up. Inhale up. Exhale, bow, hands behind you. Inhale up. Exhale, squat, hands behind you like you're conducting. And bow. And conduct. Bow. And conduct. One more each. Bowing. And conducting. All right, very good. I'm thinking if one of you is an actual conductor, you may have a little bit of qualms with how I'm portraying a conductor, but it's just an idea. Like all the animal postures that we have, they're just an idea in the mind to help us engage our body and our muscles. So come to a seat now, and we'll do a little bit of core practice as well. Feel the tallness in your spine. Just the hips are resting on the chair. Your feet are out in front of you. You might let your arms be alongside you. Lift up the left heel, so you're supporting that floating leg, and then switch. Feel the engagement there of the hip flexor, and breathing with that as you slowly march. You might bring yourself back a little, lift the heart, marching. Gently engaging side to side. And then if you can, put both hands on the chair, leaning back a little, and float both heels. Breathing with that. And release. Lengthen up through the spine. Heel toe apart a bit and slide down into your wide-kneed forward fold. Nod the head just a bit, releasing the neck. And then walk your hands up the leg, and then bring the knees in front of you, and we'll just lean back. So keep the spine long and tall, and then just lean back so you can tap the back of the chair with your shoulder blades coming on forward. And you can add your arms in here as well if that works for you. Just trying to get some core engagement as we lean back, and you can stay here if that's better for you, or you can seesaw. Either way. Lifting the heart. And you might say, hey, can I lift one foot? Just bring one foot out in front of you, breathing. And then switch to the other foot. And lifting up tall, wide knees, and lengthen and slide your body down into that forward fold. Release the neck. And then slowly working yourself back up to seated. Feet forward. We're going to do that one more time. You choose whatever part of this boat pose you like. You can hold onto the legs of the chair and extend your heels off the mat or off the ground and out in front of you. And breathing here. And then one more time to that wide-kneed forward fold. Nodding the head. Bring the hands up onto the knees, and we'll take our number 4 or our pigeon in a chair. So bringing the ankle of one foot onto the knee of the other. Keep the ankle flexed, and then let that knee drop out a little bit to the side, as much of it as it's able. And you might put your hand behind you and turn just a little bit away from that knee, intensifying that stretch just a bit. Please do back away from anything that's painful. The knee should be completely comfortable with this. No sensations there at all. The stretches in the outer hip. And slowly releasing that foot off of the knee. And coming to the other side. Lengthen up through the spine And turn the chest or the heart away from the knee that's falling open. Breathing with that stretch. And then gently releasing that foot off of the knee. Another option is butterfly. So the soles of the feet, a seated butterfly can be a little challenging, especially if you don't have a lot of external rotation like myself. But just bring the soles of the feet towards each other. Let the knees come apart and lean back onto your hands here. Squeeze the glutes just a little bit to drop the knees apart. Lift the heart and breathe with our butterfly. One more breath and release. And then we're going to take another forward fold. So spread the knees wide. Lift through the heart and slowly walk yourself down into that forward fold, bringing both hands over towards the right leg, one on the ankle, one on the knee, gently turning the heart towards that knee. And then bring yourself over to the other leg. One hand on the ankle, one on the knee. Turn the heart towards that knee. And then gently bringing yourself back up to seated. Hands on the knees, knees forward. Take a little bit more cat-cow. Just undulating the spine a little bit here. And breathing with that. And one more spinal twist, bringing the hand to the outside of the knee and gently turning. And then carrying it over to the other side. And coming back to center, we'll begin to set up for Shavasana. And so this is a time that you want to unwind your practice. So for some of us, that will be staying in a seated posture. And for others, it will be getting yourself comfortable. Perhaps on a bed that's nearby or a couch. Or perhaps like myself, you'll lay down onto the floor with your legs in the chair in the waterfall position. Whichever position you're choosing, begin to let the body sink into its surrounds. Feeling the support of the earth beneath you, the structure that's holding you. Take a nice full breath in, and then slowly let the exhale leave the body. And with it, a little untangling of all those tensions. Can you soften around your eyes? Can you let the forehead be smooth? Can you soften the jaw all the way to the inner ear? Letting go of tension. Letting the tongue thicken in the mouth, the throat. And the throat filling the neck. And the shoulders getting heavy, drifting away from the ears. The arms heavy, all the way through to the fingertips. Your back body heavy, soft and warm. Feeling the rising and the falling of the breath in the chest. Resting your attention on your breath over the heart. Beginning to deepen your breath just a bit. Continuing in stillness as long as you wish, or joining me in gentle movement of the hands and feet. Option to bring the knees towards the chest. I rock a little bit left and right. Coming over to one side or the other and gently coming to a seated posture. Bringing your hands to heart center. Thank you for sharing in our practice this evening. May you continue to build peace in your practice and perhaps use a few ohms to focus the mind and enjoy the vibration. Om Shanti. Namaste. All right, you have a beautiful week.